क्या हाल चाल है, कैसी है जनता? Thank you for the overwhelming response on the past videos. It was such a fun to go through all the comments and all. So keep liking, keep having fun, keep commenting. Okay, so party shuru kare. For the first timers, I am Gaurang Sir. I'm the physics master teacher at Vedantu. I did my B.Arch from IIT Roorkee and a teaching experience of 10 years. And in the past, I have mentored more than 12,000 students, including top 10 AIRs like 2 and 3 in JEE as well as medical entrances. Okay, so that's about enough. अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. So guys, as we always have it, a Maggie recap. Okay, why we call it Maggie recap? Because we try to recap the last session in 2 minutes. So what did we studied in the last session? In the last session, first of all, if you remember, we talked about unit vectors. Unit vectors, what were unit vectors? A vector with magnitude only 1 unit, okay, and having a direction. In other words, a unit vector represents only the direction. याद आ रहा है guys? चमका कुछ? Okay. And next important thing we studied about vector addition. First lecture से हम बात कर रहे थे vectors वो होते हैं जो vector addition के laws follow करे. So what were the laws of vector addition? Vector addition के we discussed 3 laws. Overall there are 3 laws. We discussed 1.5 of them. First we discussed triangle law, that if 2 vectors are represented by 2 sides of a triangle taken in order. Remember, order word याद आ रहा है? Okay, एक के head पर अगले की tail. So if 2 vectors are represented by 2 sides of a triangle taken in order, then their resultant is given by the third side taken in opposite order. Guys, याद आ रहा है कुछ definition? Okay, this was the triangle law of vector addition. Another important law that we discussed was the parallelogram law of vector addition. So what was parallelogram law? If 2 vectors of the same type are represented in magnitude and direction along 2 adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then the resultant is given by the diagonal drawn from the same point. याद आ रहा है guys कुछ? And याद आ रहा हो तो we discussed that parallelogram law and vector law of triangle addition, these are just same laws expressed in different terms. Okay. And one importance of parallelogram law, what we discussed was that parallelogram law gives the resultant of the magnitude, and वहां पर हमने एपिसोड खत्म कर दिया था. Remember? Okay, so कहानी आगे बढ़ाते हैं. What was the importance of parallelogram law? Let's say there are 2 vectors, A vector and B vector. So parallelogram law के बारे में हमने क्या कहा था? That in diagram तो it's very easy, but from parallelogram law we can also obtain the magnitude of this resultant. And guys, pay lot of attention on this, because this formula is used in the entire physics. Okay, चलो देखते क्या है. Okay, let's say we have these 2 vectors, A vector, this is B vector, and the angle between them is theta. Guys, remember, angle between the vectors कब define होता है? Only when you join them tail to tail. Okay. So as per parallelogram law, what do we do? A vector के parallel यहाँ एक बनाया, B vector के parallel यहाँ एक बनाया, and the resultant is given by this diagonal. बट नाउ अगर कोई पूछे सर इस आर वेक्टर का रिजल्टेंट क्या होगा, चलो देखते हैं. बिफोर दैट गाइस, इफ दिस इज बी वेक्टर, पैरेललोग्राम की प्रॉपर्टीज याद करो. पैरेलल शिफ्ट कर दे अगर, these two sides are parallel and of same length, that means if this is B vector, its magnitude will also be B vector. Getting everyone? दूसरी important thing, what I am doing is I am elongating this a bit and I am dropping a perpendicular. Okay guys, now guys just observe, just focus on this right angle triangle. Okay, this blue right angle triangle. If this is B, its magnitude will also be B. If this angle is theta, this angle will also be theta. Now in this triangle, base upon hypotenuse will be equals to cos theta. So this base can be written as mod B cos theta. And similarly, perpendicular upon hypotenuse will be equals to sin theta. So this perpendicular now you can write as mod B sin theta. Guys, everyone following me? यहाँ तक clear है सभी को? Now let's come to the interesting part, the most important question we all pondering upon. Resultant कैसे निकलेगा? Now guys, focus on this right angle triangle. Okay, let me use a different slide for that. And quickly let me draw this. Okay, it was something like this. Now if you see, this was our resultant for which the magnitude we need to find out. This was the perpendicular, the value for this was mod B sin theta. And the total base, now see guys, vectors if they are in the same direction you can simply add them. So what will be the total now? Mod A plus mod B cos theta. Now I am sure every one of you know the Pythagoras theorem, कुछ सुना हुआ सा है. What is it? Hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Clear guys? So quickly expand it. Mod R square will be equals to mod of A square plus 2 mod A mod B cos theta plus mod B cos theta whole square plus mod B sin theta whole square. Now cos square theta plus sin square theta, कुछ जाना पहचाना सा term, we all know about it. क्या हो जाएगा? Finally, अरे गड़बड़ हो गई, sorry. Finally, mod R square will be equals to mod of A square plus mod of B square plus 2 mod A mod B. Guys, clear हो रहा है सभी को? And this is a very important formula because as you know, vectors is going to be used in the entire physics and therefore this formula is going to be used whenever we talk of vector addition. Clear sabhi ko? Koi confusion? Chamka? Very good, guys. So now we get the resultant. And guys, इसी के साथ we have one more very important formula. What is that formula? Let me tell you. This was mod B sin theta. This was mod A plus mod B cos theta. And this was the resultant. Okay, resultant का magnitude तो we just derived. Under root of mod A square plus mod B square plus 2 mod A mod B cos theta. But there's one more interesting thing that can be asked in the question. And what is that? The angle made by the resultant with A vector. The base one was the A vector actually. Remember the parallelogram diagram? So this angle, how can you find out? It's very easy now. Tan alpha will simply be equals to perpendicular upon the entire base, means mod B sin theta upon mod A plus mod B cos theta. चमक रहा है guys? Clear हुआ सभी को? Everyone following? That's lovely. Now guys, एक बहुत important चीज that I wanted to emphasize upon. Remember, this alpha angle is with A vector. Okay. अब questions में वो twist क्या दे सकते हैं? They all know that students memorize this formula. They by heart this formula. Okay. Now what will they ask? They will ask, what is the angle made by the resultant with B vector? This was the original B vector. So they might ask the value of this beta. How will you do it? There are two ways of doing it. First of the way, very easily diagram से ही पता चल रहा है, beta equals to theta minus alpha, because angle between A vector and B vector was overall theta. एक तो ऐसे है. Let's say नहीं सर, हमें तो फॉर्मूले से निकालना है, चेक करना है. What will it be now? Tan beta will be equals to, simply interchange A and B here. Mod A sin theta plus mod B plus mod A cos. Chamka guys? So whenever they ask the angle of the resultant, पहला statement that you should notice is with which vector they are asking. Everyone following guys? Is it clear? Okay. Now let's go through some of the special cases of this parallelogram law. Okay. So some of the special cases. What are these special cases? First case is, okay, this is not Q actually, this is the angle theta. I have used a different notation from the slides. So संभाल लेना. Actually, P vector is nothing but our A vector. This is B vector, and the angle between the vectors is theta. What if that angle is 90 degree? कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है. We have this formula, under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos 90. Cos 90 is 0, so this will be the resultant. Everyone following? Acha, the angle, again this is not A, this is actually alpha. Resultant ka angle, again we have the formula, simply substitute theta as 90 degree. What will it be? Q sin 90 upon P plus Q cos 90. So tan theta equals to Q upon P. Or you can also write it as mod Q upon mod. Okay. As you can see in the diagram. Clear guys? चमक रहा है सभी को? That's lovely. So, in let's say that special case of having angle 90 degree, we have some more special cases. Okay, not exactly special cases, these are just observation. If P vector, actually mod, if mod of P vector is greater than mod of Q vector, guys, it's a simple point of common sense. These two, let's say, yeah, these two are the vectors, P vector and Q vector perpendicular, and this is the resultant. Agar P and Q are equal, then the resultant will be equally aligned, means at 45 degree with both. If value of P is greater than that of Q, magnitude wise, okay, obviously the resultant will be inclined towards P. Agar Q की value ज़्यादा हुई, तो resultant will be inclined towards Q. That's common sense. Clear, guys? Very easily to remember this, to understanding, there is a simple shortcut. Imagine Q is 0. Agar Q hota hi nahi, then it will be like this. P vector and R vector are one and the same thing. So angle will be 0. Chamka, guys, is it clear? अच्छा, अगर P and Q दोनों same direction में होते, then the angle between the two would be 0 degree. If the angle is 0 degree, under root P square plus Q square plus 2PQ, the resultant will be P plus Q. We already know this result. If दो vectors same direction में है, you can simply add them, and obviously the resultant will make 0 degree with both. उसमें तो कोई confusion है ही नहीं. Second, अगर P and Q vectors were in opposite direction, अगर opposite direction में होते, angle would be 180 degree, cos of 180 is -1, the resultant would be P minus Q, or you can better write it as mod R equals to mod P minus mod Q whole mod. Guys, why is this whole mod? Because P और Q में से कौन सा बड़ा है, we don't know it. Okay, so therefore whole mod. Clear, guys? Any confusion? Very good. Okay, and इसी के basis पर we can derive this conclusion as well, that obviously angle between two vectors can lie from 0 to 180. Therefore, the cos theta can vary from +1 to -1. So, let's once more write this formula, because okay, we are writing in terms of P and Q, so वैसे use कर लेते हैं. Mod P का square plus mod Q square plus 2 times mod P mod Q. Okay, clear everyone? अब cos theta की value can lie between -1 to +1. Therefore, this resultant we just derived can lie from maximum value of P plus Q to a minimum value of P minus Q. Okay, so on the basis of this, we get this statement that the resultant of two vectors, let's say P and Q, will always lie between P plus Q to P minus Q. Clear, everyone? Following it, guys? That's wonderful. Okay, so ये तो just final revision. In vector terms, A vector plus B vector equals to R vector. But guys, remember this. This does not means mod A vector plus mod B vector equals to mod R vector. Many students get confused. This statement is absolutely correct. This statement is नॉट। ओके, क्योंकि रिजल्टेंट क्या होता है, अंडर रूट ऑफ ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab cos थीटा। इट माइट बी इक्वल्स टू मॉड ए प्लस मॉड बी, बट नॉट ऑलवेज। चमका? ओके, सो एडिशन ऑफ वेक्टर्स तो हमने पढ़ लिया। नाउ लेट्स कम टू सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ वेक्टर्स। अगर दो वेक्टर्स, लेट्स से वी टॉक अबाउट ए वेक्टर कॉमा बी वेक्टर, ए वेक्टर, दिस इज बी वेक्टर, दोनों में एंगल, द एंगल बिटवीन द टू इज गिवन एज थीटा, बट यू हैव बीन आस्क्ड टू फाइंड ए वेक्टर माइनस ऑफ बी वेक्टर। नाउ यू गाइज मस्ट बी वंडरिंग, अरे सर अब एक और फॉर्मूला याद करना पड़ेगा। गाइस टेंशन की बात नहीं है, थोड़ा सा मैनिपुलेशन एंड थोड़ा सा मैथमेटिक्स एंड विदाउट एनी न्यू फॉर्मूला अपना क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा। कैन आई राइट दिस एज ए वेक्टर प्लस माइनस ऑफ बी वेक्टर? नाउ एज सून एज यू राइट इट इन दिस फॉर्म, कुछ दिमाग में बत्ती जली। माइनस बी वेक्टर, व्हाट डज दैट मीन? अ वेक्टर having magnitude equal to b vector but direction opposite. चलो guys, what do we call it? Very good, we call it opposite vectors. क्या बात है, पढ़ते हो तुम लोग? पहले लेक्चर का याद है अभी तक? Good. So what we'll do is we will simply redraw the diagram like this. This was our A vector. Originally this was the B vector's direction. The angle was theta. But अब हमें B vector से मतलब ही नहीं है. We are interested in minus of B vector. So minus of B vector will be in the opposite direction and the angle between the two will be pi minus theta. Okay. So guys, for simplification, let's assume minus b vector as c vector. Now if I ask you this question कि guys दो vectors है a vector and c vector and you have to find the resultant of the two. Can you do it? Obviously sir, अभी पढ़ा है हमने formula. What will it be? Mod r equals to mod of a square plus mod of c square plus 2 times mod a mod b. Sorry, b तो भूल ही गए थे, b तो अब है ही नहीं. It will be mod c into cos of pi minus theta. Remember this guys? क्योंकि अब जो हमारा A वेक्टर एंड C वेक्टर है उनके बीच में एंगल कितना है? पाई माइनस थीटा. बट गाइस C वेक्टर एंड B वेक्टर और माइनस B वेक्टर हैव द सेम मैग्नीट्यूड. सो मॉड R, व्हाट विल इट बिकम? मॉड A स्क्वायर प्लस मॉड B स्क्वायर प्लस 2 mod A mod B. Now guys, cos of 180 minus theta, how many of you remember the maths basic formulas? Very good. Cos of 180 minus theta or pi minus theta, what does this becomes? Minus of cos theta. So guys, voila, we have the formula for the vector subtraction as well. Only a small change is there. What is the change? Mod A square plus mod B square Instead of plus, we have minus. Minus 2 mod A mod B cos theta. Everyone following it, guys? चमक रहा है सभी को? That's lovely. You guys are genius. चलो, बहुत देर से थ्योरी पढ़ रहे हैं. I can see. I was seeing the last session comment. Sir, questions कराओ. चलो, तथास्तु. Let's have some questions. Okay, guys. एक छोटी सी गड़बड़. This is theta is not 600 actually. This is 60 degree. Chalo, quickly solve this question. What the question is? A vector is 10 theta, B vector is 15 theta. Now you have to find, and the angle between them is 60 degree, mod of A plus B and mod of A minus B. Okay. Guys, tension की बात ही नहीं है. चलो, let's say पहले diagram बना लेते हैं. Guys, make it a habit that every time in physics, try to make the diagram, however crude it may be, whether it may be useful or not. Because as I said in my first session also, physics is all about visualization. अगर तुमको अपने आसपास physics दिख गया, ठीक है, so you will never feel bored of it. कभी भी डल नहीं लगेगा. सॉल्व करने में हमेशा मजा आएगा. Okay. So just try to visualize it all around you. And the best way to visualize a question is diagram बना लो. ठीक है? So mod A 10 Newton, mod B is 15 Newtons, and the angle is 60 degree. Okay. So mod of A plus B, guys, सीधा सीधा फॉर्मूला है हमारे पास. Mod A mod B cos theta. Guys, there's a reason I am writing this formula again and again, because this formula is very important. You should memorize it. Therefore, I am trying to write it again and again. बार बार पढ़ो, बार बार लिखो, रट जाना चाहिए. ठीक है? चलो. So simply solve करते हैं. Mod of A plus B, A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Simply value substitute करनी है. There's no rocket science here. Resultant you will get is under root of 475 newtons, because the A and B were in newtons. Okay, mod of A minus B, मतलब A minus B वाला जो वेक्टर है उसका रिजल्टेंट. फॉर्मूला इसका भी पता है. mod of A square plus mod of B square minus 2AB cos theta. So here the resultant is coming out to be under root 175 newtons. Clear हो रहा है guys सभी को? चमक रहा है? Very good. और questions? Don't worry, आज बहुत questions करने वाले हैं guys. Guys, in the comments, some of the girls were asking, sir, why do you always call guys guys? Okay, so let me clarify. Guys is a general word for everyone. Better you can call it janta. I'll try to use the word janta. Chalo janta. Find the resultant of two vectors 2p and 3p. Pehla part. What should be the magnitude and direction of the third vector in order to have zero resultant? Means तीसरा vector कैसा हो such that overall सबका resultant zero हो जाए. चलो शुरू करें. चलो guys, everyone try it. Direct formula apply करना है. I'm sure each one of you will be able to do it. Let's see. Since the angle between the vectors was 90 degree, हमारा तो और special case वाला formula आ गया. What formula? Simply under root of A square plus B square. The resultant will be under root 13p. Clear? And third vector. So okay, the resultant का magnitude तो आ गया under root 13p. Now question, second part of the question is, what should be the magnitude and direction of the third vector गाइस ये रिजल्टेंट जो है दिस इज p√13 और हमें चाहिए कि थर्ड वेक्टर ऐसा हो जिसकी वजह से ओवरऑल रिजल्टेंट शुड बी 0। तो एक चीज तो क्लियर है कि जो रिजल्टेंट है दैट शुड बी अपोजिट टू दिस, equal and opposite in fact. Let's say this is x vector. So x vector का जो मैग्नीट्यूड है वो तो r के बराबर ही होना चाहिए ताकि कट पिट जाए. That should be p√13 and direction should be just opposite. If you want to find the direction you can very easily simply find the direction for r. Tan alpha 2p upon 3p, so 2 by 3. So if you want to find the direction of x, this angle will also be alpha. Clear हो रहा है guys सभी को? चमका? Everyone following? That's lovely. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. चलो गाइस एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, ऑलवेज रीड द क्वेश्चंस वेरी वेरी केयरफुली, बिकॉज नेवर अज्यूम कि क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया हुआ है, बिकॉज दैट इज अ वेरी सिंपल ट्रिक यूज्ड बाय द एग्जामिनर्स. व्हाट दे विल डू इज दे विल टेक अ स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन बट मेक अ स्लाइट चेंज. एंड व्हाट डू वी डू? आधा क्वेश्चन पढ़ा, अरे सर ये क्वेश्चन तो आता है, ये तो वही वाला क्वेश्चन जो हमने किया था. ओके एंड तारे जमीन पर हो गया. सो इफ द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ रिजल्टेंट ऑफ टू वेक्टर्स ऑफ इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड्स इज इक्वल टू द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द आइदर वेक्टर्स. सोचोगे सर 2 लाइन के क्वेश्चन में 3 बार मैग्नीट्यूड वर्ड यूज कर दिया है, आखिर कहना क्या चाहते हो? सो लेट्स से p वेक्टर एंड q वेक्टर टू वेक्टर जिनका मैग्नीट्यूड इज इक्वल आपस में. एंड द इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग इज द रिजल्टेंट ऑफ टू इज आर वेक्टर. द रिजल्टेंट आर वेक्टर ऑल्सो हैज द सेम मैग्नीट्यूड. नाउ यू हैव टू फाइंड द एंगल बिटवीन द टू वेक्टर्स. ओके सो कैसे होगा जनता? ट्राई टू डू इट योरसेल्फ. Let's post the answers. Let's see who can do it. चलो शुरू करें. Guys सीधा सीधा फॉर्मूला है. A वेक्टर, B वेक्टर, R वेक्टर. Okay, P और Q की जगह we are taking R. Let's say the magnitude is X. So as per the formula, mod R is equals to under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. A, B और R तीनों की वैल्यू इट इज इक्वल टू x. सिंपली सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यूज ऑफ x. थोड़ी सी काटापीटी करो. cos theta you will be getting is -1/2. Therefore the angle is 120 degrees. Okay, so if you यहां पर तो they have explained by triangle law. If you want to visualize it by parallelogram law, it would be something like this. Guys straight line नहीं है, assume कर लो straight line है. Let us assume the angle between A and B is 120 degree and therefore the resultant is something like this, and magnitude wise all three are equal. चमका guys? Following everyone? एक और व्हाट से? आज तो मजा आ रहा है, क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं तो. Two vectors of equal magnitude are inclined at an angle theta. What is the resultant? अब तो जनता बोलेगी सर बहुत ही चंपू क्वेश्चन है, चुटकियों में कर सकते हैं. लेट्स सी. आई एम श्योर ऑल ऑफ यू कैन डू इट. ए और बी दो वेक्टर्स हैं जिनका मैग्नीट्यूड आपस में इक्वल है. अगेन सिंपली अप्लाई द फॉर्मूला आर, मॉड आर एक्चुअली. equals to under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So a or b are equal, so simply substitute a. Finally what we are getting is a common आ गया, under root of 2 into 1 plus cos theta. Now जनता, double angle formulas, if you remember, cos 2 theta equals to 2 cos square theta minus 1. So cos 2 theta plus 1 will be equals to 2 cos square theta. Okay, but यहाँ पर let us assume theta as a double angle, तो उसका half angle will be theta by 2. So cos theta plus 1 will be 2 cos square theta by 2. So the final answer that we are getting is R equals to 2a cos of theta by 2. चंपू सा था, only important trigonometric identity use हो रही थी. Clear हो रहा है सभी को? Everyone following guys? Oh, जनता क्लियर हो रहा है? चलो बढ़िया. अब तो सभी से हो जाना चाहिए. Resultant force of the two vectors. दो वेक्टर्स दिए हुए हैं, मैग्नीट्यूड 2f and f. Sorry. And this angle is mentioned as 60 degree. You have to find the resultant. Resultant का फॉर्मूला तो अब सभी को रट गया है, लेकिन to apply that formula we need to find angle between the vectors. And if you remember, angle between the vectors is defined when they are joined tail to tail. So सबसे ज्यादा important part यहाँ पर यही है. Okay, let's see. This is f. इसको हम नहीं छेड़ते हैं. 2f. Let me draw 2f with a different color. Actually, magnitude wise 2f will be of double length. Okay, तो चलो ठीक है, अभी तो let us consider that. भूल चुक मां. And this angle was mentioned as 60 degree. So this angle will be 120 degree. So if you shift this 2f vector above and then parallelly move it here, what we are doing is 2f vector यहां से shift होकर इधर आ गया. Parallel shift कर रहे हैं, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. The angle between the two vectors will now be defined as 120 degree. क्यों? Because they are joined tail to tail now. और एक बार एंगल मिल गया, उसके बाद तो बहुत इजीली कर सकते हैं. सीधा सीधा फॉर्मूला है अंडर रूट ऑफ ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab cos theta. Angle is cos 120. So the final resultant you will solve is f root 3. चमक रहा है गाइस सभी को? क्लियर हो रहा है? एनी कंफ्यूजन? आगे बढ़े? अब नाउ इज देयर इज अ इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. इफ दो वेक्टर्स हैं, ए वेक्टर एंड बी वेक्टर, mod of a plus b is equals to mod of a minus b, then find the angle between a vector and b vector. Okay. I am sure each one of you will be able to do it very very easily. कैसे? सीधा सीधा फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करना है. अंडर रूट ऑफ ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab cos theta is equals to under root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. दोनों तरफ स्क्वायर ले लो, काटा पीटी करो. The final answer you will get is cos theta is 0. That means theta is 90. चमक रहा है guys? Everyone following this? Questions में मजा आया? अभी तक 2 लेक्चर्स से वी वर डूइंग मेनली थ्योरी पार्ट। अब इस सेशन में खूब सारे क्वेश्चंस करें, अब थोड़ी फील आई होगी कि हाँ कुछ कुछ बन रहा है, अप्लाई कैसे करना है। गॉट इट? चलो अब आगे बढ़ते हैं देन। अच्छा, एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन, आई फॉरगॉट देयर वाज वन मोर क्वेश्चन। द एंगल बिटवीन ए वेक्टर एंड बी वेक्टर इज 60 डिग्री। फाइंड द एंगल बिटवीन -2 वेक्टर एंड b वेक्टर बाय 2। नाउ गाइस, इनिशियली देखने पर बड़ा अजीब सा क्वेश्चन लग रहा है, बट एक्चुअली दिस क्वेश्चन इज वेरी वेरी इजी। सी, इफ यू लर्न टू विजुअलाइज, एक बार तुमने विजुअलाइज कर लिया क्वेश्चन बहुत इजी है। मैथमेटिकली करोगे लंबा जाएगा क्वेश्चन। लेट्स से दिस इज a वेक्टर and this is b vector. As per the question, the angle between them is 60 degree. But अब हमें किस किस में एंगल पूछा है? -2a vector and b by 2 vector. Guys, vector b by 2 vector means a vector having same direction as b but half the magnitude. So सेम डायरेक्शन रखते हुए मैग्नीट्यूड मतलब एरो की लेंथ आधी कर दो। व्हाट विल यू गेट? माइनस ऑफ सॉरी b बाय 2 वेक्टर। लेट मी ड्रॉ इट थोड़ा सा आगे, अदरवाइज खिचड़ी बन जाएगी। सो दिस इज b वेक्टर बाय 2 एंड दिस वाज आवर ओरिजिनल a वेक्टर। The angle this being 60 degree. Second important thing, -2a vector. Guys, पहली चीज तो ये देखो, 2a vector means a vector double of a vector, but साथ में माइनस साइन भी है। When माइनस साइन आ जाता है, it means opposite. So -2a vector, how will you draw? क्लियर हो रहा है सभी को? मैग्नीट्यूड डबल ऑफ ए वेक्टर बट डायरेक्शन अपोजिट। अब इन दोनों में एंगल निकालना है, बहुत इजीली बता सकते हो। व्हाट विल बी द एंगल? 120 डिग्री। चमका एवरीवन गाइस? ओके, एग्जैक्टली वही क्या है। क्लियर हो रहा है जनता? चलो वेरी गुड, अब आगे बढ़ते हैं। गाइस, 2 लॉज हमने पढ़ लिए, ट्राइंगल लॉ एंड पॉलीगॉन पैरेललोग्राम लॉ। देयर्स वन मोर लॉ कॉल्ड पॉलीगॉन लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन। अगेन बहुत ही सिंपल है। पॉलीगॉन लॉ इज नथिंग बट ट्राइंगल लॉ का बड़ा भाई। ट्राइंगल लॉ स्पेसिफिकली इज यूज्ड ओनली फॉर एडिंग 2 वेक्टर्स। अगर 2 से ज्यादा वेक्टर्स आ गए, उनको ऐड करना हो, सो वी हैव पॉलीगॉन लॉ। स्टेटमेंट वाइज यू विल सी ईच एंड एवरी स्टेटमेंट इज द सेम। एक एक वर्ड सेम मिलेगा एक्सेप्ट 2 की जगह मल्टीपल वेक्टर्स है। कैसे? लेट्स सी इट। इफ अ नंबर ऑफ वेक्टर्स, सी 2 वेक्टर्स की जगह नंबर ऑफ वेक्टर्स, बाकी are represented in magnitude and direction by the side of an incomplete polygon taken in certain order, then the resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the remaining side, or also called as closing side of the polygon taken in opposite order. So definition पढ़ते हुए लग रहा होगा सर ये तो ट्राइंगल लॉ ही पढ़ रहे हैं। So guys, it is exactly triangle law. सिर्फ this part is different because polygon can be of any of the number of sides. क्लियर हुआ सभी को? So देखते हैं। A1 वेक्टर, A2 वेक्टर। इसका जो प्रूफ है, बेसिकली आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग द प्रूफ। इन दोनों का रिजल्टेंट इफ यू ड्रॉ, A1 vector plus A2 vector would be like this by triangle law. Ab, forget about these two vectors. Now, OB vector plus OC vector will give, OB vector plus BC vector will give OC vector. This is again triangle law. OB vector is nothing but A1 vector plus A2 vector. BC vector is A3 vector. So O3 is the result. Okay, so as I mentioned, polygon law triangle law का बड़ा भाई है. दो vectors है, triangle law will handle it. दो से ज़्यादा vectors है, polygon law will handle it. चमक रहा है जनता सभी को? Everyone following? So guys, what we'll do is let's end the session here. Okay, just give a quick revision of parallelogram law mainly, that's the important part, and try to solve as many numericals. Polygon law का formula and उसके angles का formula, the angle of the resultant, that is very very important. तो अच्छे से रट्टा मार लो, अच्छे से practice कर लो, and in the next session we'll continue with our vectors. And don't worry, vectors अब ज़्यादा नहीं बाकी है, but questions खूब सारे करेंगे. ठीक है guys? So keep commenting, keep liking the videos, whatever you feel free to comment. Okay, I always enjoy to read all your comments. Sir मजा आया, sir बोर हो गए, sir न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करवा दो, sir थोड़ा फास्ट, थोड़ा स्लो. That feedback is very very important. Clear जनता? चलो.